What is waterlogging? When the agricultural land is said to be waterlogged, what happens? The fertility of the land will decrease. The land is affected by high water table, increase of water table. So that due to logging, what happens? The growth of the crops will be decreased. It is harmful to the growth of the crops and subsidence of the plant life depends upon the height of the capillary fringe. The height which the water will rise due to capillary action. Due to capillary action, the water will rise. The height of the capillary fringe is more for fine-grained soil and less for coarse-grained soil. So normal height of this capillary fringe for agriculture soil is within 0.5 to 1.6 meter. So due to rise in water level, it may affect the growth of the crops. The fertility of the land may decrease. So when the land is said to be waterlogged, when the water table is at 1.5 meter below the ground surface, when the depth of water table at 1.5 meter below the ground surface, at that time the land is said to be waterlogged. It is within the 1.5 meter to 2.1 meter. Within this, the water table will lie within this 1.5 to 2.1 meter, then land is said to be waterlogged. Then it will be harmful to the growth of the crops. It will reach up to the roots of the plants or trees or crops. The yield of the crops may decrease. So how it affects the growth of the crops that is given in this table for different types of crops, depth of water table is shown. For wheat having zero point 0.9 to 1.2 meter depth of water table. For cotton 1.5 to 1.8 meter, rice 0.6 meter, sugarcane 0.3 meter, fodder crop 1.2 meter, machine 2.1 to 2.4 meter. These are the depth of water table corresponding to type of crops. So this is the definition or concept of the waterlogging. समजलं waterlogging म्हणजे काय? You got it? The effects of waterlogging. The waterlogging is due to following reasons. That may be due to inhibiting activity of the soil bacteria. The liberation of plant food is dependent upon the activity of the soil bacteria. The growth of the plant and the liberation of the plant food that depends upon the activity of the soil bacteria. So that bacteria which requires adequate amount of oxygen for the growth of the crop. If there is no circulation of the air, then the land is said to be waterlogged. So this is one of the reason of waterlogging. Then decrease in available capillary water. If there is a decrease in capillary water, plant life draws its substance from the soil solution, from the soil particles, which is drawn into the plants by capillary action and osmosis process. The soil particles which is down into the plants by capillary action. So the water will rise due to capillary action. The water table is high. The roots of the plants are confined to the top layers of the soil. Above the water table, while if the water table is lower, then the plants will get more room for the growth. If the water table is higher, then there is no room for the growth of the plants. So therefore, water table should be below the roots of the plants. Sufficient space should be available for the uh, growth of the crops. In fall in soil temperature, the waterlogged soil, if it is affected uh, waterlogging, then soil warms up slowly and it lowers the temperature. The action of the soil bacteria is sluggish and plant food available is less. Due to waterlogging, what happens? The temperature of the soil decreases. It may affect to the growth of the plant, and also defective air circulation within the roots of the soil plant, within the root of the plants, within the soil. When the water table is high, the drainage becomes impossible, and the carbon dioxide liberated by the plant roots cannot be dissolved and taken away. And the fresh air containing the oxygen is not drawn if it is affected with the logging. If the water table rises, there is no movement of the air within the plant roots. Therefore, activity of the soil bacteria that will suffer, or the plant growth will not be growth of the plant will not be occur. This is due to defective air circulation within the plant roots. Growth of the plant will decrease. There is no activity of the soil bacteria. Then fifth one is rise of salt. Due to rise in water table, what happens? There is the accumulation of the alkali salts in the surface soil by the upward flow of the water. So that may affect to the growth of the plants. Therefore, it changes the pH value of the soil. It will be harmful to the growth of the plants. Soils with pH value 7 to 8.5 gives normal yields. तर pH value जर 7 to 8.5 यामध्ये असेल तर crop yield of the crop will be normal. If the pH value is within the 8 to 9, then yield will decrease, yield of the crop. And if pH value rises above 11 up to 11, then soil becomes infertile. त्या मातीमध्ये ते काय होत आहे त्यांची वाढ होत नाही. If the pH value rises to 11, the soil becomes infertile. It's not suitable for the growing of the crops. This is the fifth effect, rise of salt. And also there will be delay in the cultivation process. If the waterlogged area, if cultivation is done in that area, then the cultivation process will be slower. It is difficult to cultivate the land. Plowing and mulching are impossible or difficult to carry out, or the cultivation may be delayed. Therefore, yield of the crop may decrease, or there may be growth of the crop may decrease, or growth of the crop may delay. This is sixth effect. Seventh effect is growth of wild flora. In waterlogged areas, in waterlogged soils, natural flora such as water hyacinth, grows profusely. There is a growth of the natural flora within the soil. Due to this growth of the natural flora, growth of the plant will decrease. Therefore, it will reduce the crop yield. And last one, adverse effect on the community health. Due to increase in water table, the waterlogged area, that area becomes damp. The area becomes uh, muddy. The climate of the waterlogged area becomes damp, or there may be formation of the stagnant pools that may become breeding places for the mosquitoes, due to which the health of the community may affect. These are the effects of waterlogging. Some of the effects of waterlogging, what happens? There may be inhibiting activity of the soil bacteria, decrease in available stability water, fall in soil temperature, defective air circulation within the plant roots, rise of salt, below the ground surface, delay in cultivation operations, growth of the wild flora, and adverse effect on the health of the community. These are the various effects of the waterlogging. Some of the effects. Any difficulty in this? What are the causes of waterlogging? What are the reasons to cause waterlogging? Waterlogging कशामुळे होते? In that, the main factors which contribute to the waterlogging of a particular area, that depends upon the inadequate surface drainage. First one is inadequate surface drainage. If the surface drainage is not adequate, or if it is not properly designed, then the heavy precipitation in that area uh, is not drained off. If it is, the surface drainage is not uh, provided, proper drainage arrangement is not provided, then that water is not drained off quickly, and the rainwater remains stagnant over that area. The rainwater which is stagnated, or which is stored on the surface. Therefore, the pools are formed. Stagnant pools are formed on the surface. So therefore, it becomes breeding places for the mosquitoes. Health of the community may affect, and that give rise to heavy percolation. Due to which what happens? Ultimately, there is a rise in water table in that area if surface drainage is not provided properly. This is the first cause of waterlogging, if the surface drainage arrangement is improper. Second one, seepage from canal system. So if there is a canal work is there, then the water table may rise. In nature, the water table is in state of equilibrium. The water table below the ground surface is in the state of equilibrium. The amount of inflow is practically equal to the amount of outflow. Inflow and outflow both are equal. So this equilibrium due to construction of the new canal system as new constant source of inflow due to seepage is introduced. Due to construction of the new canal system in a waterlogged area, that may give rise to the uh, water table. Water table may rise in that area. If the new construction of the canal system is uh, new construction of the canal is done in that area, then there may be seepage losses will be there. There will be more inflow will be there. Inflow due to seepage is introduced. So due to which what happens, there will be the rise in water table. So this rise in water table that takes place up to the level where the increased inflow is balanced by the increased outflow. So when it is level, when it is balanced, when the increase of inflow is balanced by the increased outflow, and that increased outflow is mainly because of increase in soil evaporation. The outflow may increase due to increase in soil evaporation or due to increase in transpiration from the plants, increased discharge in sewage drains. So due to which the outflow may increase. This is due to seepage from canal system that may increase the water table. Third one is over irrigation of fields. When irrigation water applied to the field while farming, farmer uh, applies the water to the crops by various methods. In that drip irrigation method or sprinkler irrigation method, depending upon the type of irrigation. If the irrigation, that irrigation land, if it is irrigated, no, if over irrigation is done in that irrigation field, then what happens? Deep percolation takes place. Percolation through the soil will be more, and due to that percolation, the water table may increase. It will reach up to the water table. The water table may rise, and that may affect to the growth of the plants or crops. This is due to over irrigation of the fields. If the particular type of crop is over irrigated, if the water is applied to the crop is more than required, then there will be the high percolation through the soil will be more. So that will increase the water table. This is one of the reason. Fourth one is obstruction of natural drainage. If the natural drainage is obstructed by the construction of the irrigation channel, if any canal construction is done, or any railway construction, or road construction, or any highway embankment is provided, then if the natural drainage is obstructed, therefore due to construction of that roadway or railway or any irrigation channel, due to what happens, the rainwater will not pass from that embankment. That due to what happens, there will be the flooding of the land, and there will be the more percolation that may lead to the increase in water table. Flooding of the land may occur, and that will lead to the increase in water table. This is due to obstruction of the natural drainage. Then fifth one is obliteration of the natural drainage. Sometimes cultivators or farmers plow up that natural drainage uh, that may be uh, obliterated or that may be removed. The existing natural drainage that may be removed from that uh, uh, area, or plowing may due to plowing that natural drainage system that is obstructed, that may result in the stoppage of storm water flow or increase in water table, or flooding may occur. Due to that flooding or stoppage of rainwater or storm water, that may uh, increase the water table. There may be storage of the water in that area, and percolation will be more. Due to percolation, what happens? It will reach up to the groundwater table, and ultimately it will rise the water table. This is due to obliteration of the natural drainage. Sixth one is inadequate capacity of the arterial drainage. If any arterial drainage or any nadi that may not have adequate capacity to pass heaviest floods in the entire catchment, then flooding of that area that may occur. If it is not drained off properly, then flooding may take place. That flood water of local drains that may spread up over the countryside for days, and heavy percolation into the subsoil that may occur. So due to rise in water table in that arterial drainage, if that water is not drained off properly, then that that flood water that may spread over over the sides of the that drainage system. So due to what happens, there may be storage of water, or stagnant pools are formed after some days, or after some time. There may be the heavy percolation within the soil, and that may lead to the rise in water table. So this is the inadequate capacity for arterial drainage. Then seventh one is construction uh, of water reservoir, and this is similar to the seepage from canal. The seepage from the reservoir augments that may lead to the rise in water table. As in case of canal construction, the seepage losses will be more due to construction of the canals. Similarly, due to construction of the water reservoir, there may be the seepage from the water reservoir that may lead to the rise in water table, and the area becomes waterlogged. This is the reason due to construction of the water reservoir. Eighth one is natural obstruction. Natural obstruction to the flow of the groundwater. If there is a natural obstruction is there to the flow of the groundwater, sometimes subsoil does not permit free flow of subsoil water due to some natural obstruction. If there is any natural obstruction is there, uh, natural obstruction that may be if any soil is dumped or any natural obstruction is there along the flow of the water. So that may lead to the rise in water table. So due to which what happens, if it is the natural flow of the groundwater is obstructed, that may increase the water table. Then that area becomes waterlogged. So these are the various causes of waterlogging. Similar causes of waterlogging काय difficulty यामध्ये. Their first reason is due to inadequate surface drainage, due to seepage from the canal system, over irrigation of the fields, obstruction of the natural drainage, obliteration of the natural drainage, inadequate capacity for the arterial drainage, construction of the water reservoir, and natural obstruction to the flow of the groundwater. These are the various causes of waterlogging. Similar causes of waterlogging. So in the exam, they may ask the question, what are the effects of waterlogging, or what are the causes of waterlogging, and what are the remedial measures to avoid waterlogging. So these are the causes and effects of waterlogging. So what are the remedial measures to avoid this waterlogging? What are the measures are taken to avoid the waterlogging so that there may be growth of the plant will be uh, there will be proper growth of the plant, mm, and it will not affect to the growth of the plant, and the area will not be affected with the waterlogging. And that first measure is efficient surface drainage system is providing the sufficient drainage system. If this surface drainage system is not provided, then there may be uh, uh, formation of the stagnant pools that may lead to the increase in water table. If this surface drainage system is provided efficiently, then it will permit the flow of the rainwater in short period that will help to reduce the water logging. If the proper arrangement is made for the flow of the rainwater, when rain comes, it will reach up to the ground surface and it will flow over the surface. Then that rainwater will be that will be carried by proper drainage system. The flow of rainwater through the proper drainage system that will help to reduce the water logging. In that drainage system, if the chambers are provided, manuals are provided, or gutters or chambers to for the quick flow of the rainwater, so that surface drainage there may be no formation of the stagnant pools on the surface of the ground. On the ground surface, there will not be any stagnant pools are created. So, due to construction of this or due to provision of this surface drainage system, there will be quick flow of the rainwater that will help in reducing the water logging. Second one is under drainage by tile drains. The agricultural land, when the land is irrigated or particular type of crops are taken in that land, that drainage of that agricultural land is done more satisfactorily by the provision of these tile drains. The provision of these drains tile drains that may hold the water table at predetermined level. So the water table may not rise due to provision of these tile drains. The water will flow through these drains. So that will uh, not allow to increase the water table. Therefore, water will not reach up to the roots of the plants. This is a second measure to avoid waterlogging. But it requires large initial cost to install this tile drain. Third one is reducing the percolation from canals. So during after construction of the canal system, the seepage losses will be more. Measures for substantial reduction for percolation losses from canal have to be undertaken. So to avoid these percolation losses from the canals, various measures are taken for reduction of this percolation from the canals. In that, first step is taken lining of the irrigation channel so as to make bed and sides of the canal impervious. In canal structure, we have seen lining of the canals, brick lining, the surface of the canal, which is lining is done. There are various types of linings we have seen: brick lining, concrete lining. Hmm. So, due to lining of the canals, irrigation channels, what happens? There will be percolation. There will not be percolation. Percolation losses will be less. The sides and bed of the canal becomes impervious. Second one is lowering of full supply level of the irrigation channel. The supply level, full supply level of the irrigation channel is reduced. Then there will be the less seepage loss from the embankment. The supply जर कमी असेल तर seepage loss काय असतील? Seepage losses will be less. The supply level is more, then seepage losses will be more. Third one is construction of the intercepting drains. These drains are constructed on along the canals, particularly at high embankment, to arrest the seepage flow or to obstruct the seepage flow. By the construction of this intercepting drains, the water seepage water will flow through to these drains, and that may decrease the uh, water table. And fourth one is restriction of the irrigation. How irrigated land is restricted or restriction is done for irrigation land. The cultivators or farmers should be educated for economic use of water. The water which is used for the for irrigation or for applying water to the crops, that water should be applied in a proper manner. It should not be applied more, so that the cultivator should be well educated for the economic use of the water. There is no wastage of water. Hmm. The quantity of water used should be limited, so that there will not be wastage of water, or there should not be any over irrigation of the land. Therefore, cultivators induced to divide his field into categories. The land is divided into various fields to avoid the wastage of water. And the cultivator is encouraged to supplement his water requirement from the open wells and tube wells. Water required for the irrigation that may be carried from the open wells and tube wells. And the area with high water table may be allowed only for खरीप इरिगेशन. खरीप इरिगेशनसाठी या ठिकाणी वॉटर टेबल जास्त आहे त्या ठिकाणी आपण we can take kharif crops. Kharif irrigation can be done in that waterlogged area. If the water table is high, that area we can take this kharif crops. Kharif irrigation can be allowed. And during in the Rabi season, for the Rabi crops, the cultivators may irrigate from open wells and tube wells. From open wells and tube wells, cultivators can take the water to irrigate the land. In case of Rabi crops, this is a restriction of the irrigation on the cultivator, so that the water table will not rise. The area will not be waterlogged. Then fifth one is lining of water courses. The water courses should be lined properly. Lining is done for the water courses, so that's to reduce the percolation. So percolation losses will be minimized. The lining of the water courses or lining of the canals or distribution systems. So after 1 minute, this session will close. After 1 minute, you have to join with the similar link. All have to join with the same link. You have to rejoin again after 1 minute.